team into position and hook up.
Still holding up all right?
Hi now, sir!
You sure?
Definitely!
All right.
Dispatcher to pilot. Team's hooked up and ready to jump.
Roger. Approaching DZ. Red light on. Green light. Jump.
Go! Go!
The Grouchy confirms that Viadet is correct. The plans of the complex are in the town hall at Solange, in the surveyor's office.
How does he know, sir?
He has a man in the drafting section. No, the problem is getting them out. See, as ever, de Grouchy refuses to use his group for this kind of operation. I must say, for once, I'm inclined to agree with him. Now, if they messed it up, or, well, simply drew attention to a suddenly missing set of plans, well, the Germans will put two and two together. They must know that anything has happened at all. No, the ball is well and truly in our court.
So what do you have in mind, sir?
I want you to go in and get him.
How soon can you lay on a Lysander?
What, you alone? Oh, no. No, I don't think that'd do at all. See, there is no particular guard on the premises. I mean, why should there be? But there is a German troop presence in the tower. And without de Grouchy, you must have backup.
Colonel, I don't want backup.
Well, it's too risky. Accidents can happen. It has to be a quick sort, eh? By a small team.
And where is this small team coming from?
You will select 3 or 4 from your lot presently training.
They're not ready, sir. They're not properly trained. They haven't completed the course.
Well, nevertheless, that's what we're going to do. Now, you make your own selection. I'll be in touch as soon as I have JRC approval and can arrange the necessary facilities for the drop.
Sir.
Oh, Hugh, there's one other matter. That French girl who's been making outside calls. What's her name?
Simone Potals.
I'd like you to consider her for the team. Well, she knows the town, she knows the area. If she's clean, that could be an advantage. If she's not, well, let's hope we find out before too much damage is done. And in that case, you get rid of her. And that's an order.
Sir.
Now, you keep me informed.
Sir?
Put me through to Joint Intelligence, please.
Sir.
This afternoon's card, the Grand National! Now, as you can see, the field for this year's race, it's a bit thinner than usual. I put it all down myself to the amount of horse meat getting into the shops just lately. But, no, as you can see, they're a very nice-looking couple of fillies, and they're only doing the riding. Here, look, any more bets before I declare the book?
Not quite the playing fields of Eton, eh?
Yes, but are you going to place a bet?
Oh, 2 and 6 on the Scottish one.
Very well. Half a crown on Flying Scotsman.
Oh, you've lost that, darling. Right then.
for the confidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you is a very interesting contrast in styles, reflecting the typical national characteristics of the horses taking part. Now, with Black Beauty here...
Black Beauty?
Yeah, we have those unique qualities of style, elegance, endurance.
You wouldn't by any chance be biased, would you?
Yeah, I would, yeah. And with a Flying Scotchman here, you have those typical Scotch characteristics of dourness.
Dourness?
Yeah, that and all, yeah. Determination, not to mention brute strength and ignorance.
Will you get on with it? I'm getting cramp in my knees.
Yes. On your marks, then. Get set. Go!
All right, come on, Brian, what's the verdict?
Well, as I've said before, I could have used another year at least. But given a calm night and a clear DZ, I'd say they should just about get themselves down without breaking any bones.
Thank you, Brian. Ever the optimist.
Not at all.
And our boy.
Oh, he's wetting himself. There's no doubt about it. But he still jumped.
He could hardly do anything else, could he? Not without totally losing face.
That is not true. I've given him every opportunity to cry off because of that ankle. He's sound. Look, Hugh. All right, I don't know what's involved, but why don't you just talk to him? And put it to him straight that you know there was never anything wrong with that ankle in the first place.
There just might have to be a steward's inquiry. No, I'm not at all sure. Miss Solange won't interfere without that final fence.
Solange, I never touched him.
You get out.
Never mind the interference. You just give me the pound you owe me, and then you can buy me a drink.
Yes, take it. Have a good time.
Well, what are you going to have to drink?
Please.
Right, tomato juice. Lovely, thank you. Fine, tomato juice. I think I ought to go to bed very soon. I'm feeling quite tired after you, eh?
Wouldn't hear of it. Come on, it's early. We don't often have an evening to play with.
That's what I need.
Miss Solange, Major Gallagher would like a word with you if you have a moment.
Oh, what now? Can't it wait?
I shouldn't think so. It'll only take a minute. In my office, first floor. I'll finish your drink for you and talk to this charming officer cadet.
Well, what shall we talk about?
The Major's not going to ask you to leave, is he?
Why on earth should he do that?
Well, we both know Miss Solange is not too happy about jumping. It would be a pity. He's a nice man.
If this horse doesn't get a drink soon, you'll get your head kicked in. Come on! That's better. You see what a little Gallic charm does.
Come in.
Good evening, sir.
Miss Solange, have a seat.
Thank you very much, sir.
Enjoying your end-of-term party?
Oh, very much indeed. It's absolute riot down there.
Cigarette?
No, thank you, sir.
Well, Miss Solange, how bad is it?
Oh, not too rough, sir. The swelling's gone down, thank you very much.
Now, I'm not talking about your ankle, Miss Solange. I need to know how much it bothers you. Jumping out of an aeroplane with only a parachute for company.
Oh, well, it bothers everybody a bit, doesn't it, sir?
Yes, but you more than others.
All right. I admit it. But it didn't stop me jumping.
Oh, yes, it did. Yesterday, you invented an injury to get you out of making that jump. Right?
Yes, sir.
And sooner or later, you knew you were going to have to make that jump. And things being what they are, you might have been making it on an actual operation. Now, suppose you had refused again.
I did jump, sir.
Yes. Eventually.
What are you telling me, that I'm out?
You know the way things work, Miss Solange.
Because if you are, I think you're being bloody unfair.
Oh, do you?
All right. I was scared, but I still jumped.
I am still scared, and it's not going to beat me again.
Why did you volunteer for special duties in the first place, Macaulay?
I could ask you the same question.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, little boy.
I didn't join the army to mess about in a service corps. I have just spent 3 years in Aldershot, Elgin, Tavistock. I'm a damn good officer. I knew it, and my colonel knew it. The only way I was going to get a transfer was by making life hell for them, somebody to get rid of. And now I'm here, I don't intend to leave quietly.
All right, Miss Solange, get out!
Sir!
Any damage?
Only to my decisions. I'll chance him.
Oh, it's your head, old man.
Yes, it is.
You could say that, but say it quiet. You know, whenever I used to do that, all the stuff ended up on the floor.
That's because you're a Scotch bird. No offence, just can't help it, know what I mean? I learnt quite a bit detained at His Majesty's pleasure. Mind you, you do need skillful fingers, you know what I mean?
Were you always a crook?
Runs in the family, as you might say, like a wooden leg. Handed down.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Here, my old man, you know, he'd die laughing if he knew I was working the old line to get the bleeding army out of trouble.
Yes.
Morning, love! Feeling bright?
Right, everyone. Bus leaves in 2 minutes.
But Hirondelle isn't here yet, sir.
Never mind, on your feet. Come on, move!
Seems to have been a bit of a blitz here last night, Brian.
Yes, we're used to that.
Now, it's not here, it's outside.
Yes, sir.
2 minutes, Hirondelle.
Sorry, sir.
That's it then, Brian. Thank you for your help.
My pleasure.
Didn't my lot do that?
It certainly did.
God, I'm sorry. Well, let me know if anyone pinched the silver.
Get back, Sergeant Major. No more sitting about. Colonel wants to see you in his office, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant Major. Get this lot back to work as soon as they've had lunch.
Sir, Colonel Gwillim's there too, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant Major.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Now you've done your birdman bit, let's get back to our spot of real work, shall we? So you get in your quarters, report back in 15 minutes.
Home sweet home.
And the double! Both down in there! Big dog, feet up!
Come.
Sir, Colonel.
Ah, there you are. I think there is something that we all ought to discuss. Do you want to take a pew?
Yes, sir.
I am informed that you have agreed to a sortie using some of the team that we're training.
It seems to be necessary, sir.
Well, we've been over this already, Tim. I ordered Gallagher to set it up. I wouldn't have given that order unless I thought it was absolutely necessary.
Yes, that is as it may be. I'm not qualified to comment. But I damn well am about the people you are proposing to drag in. They're not properly trained.
The fact remains that a team goes in. It's been approved by Joint Intelligence. Oh, I like the idea of sending in an untried team as much as you do, Tim. But there is nobody else we can use at such short notice.
Very well. But I protest, and I want it understood that I shall record that.
Yes, of course. That would be very proper. Now, have you considered who you're taking?
Macklin has to go, sir, for obvious reasons.
You can't be serious. If he so much as opens his mouth, he'll be picked up straight away. His French is atrocious.
Then he'll have to keep his mouth shut. It's about available options, isn't it, sir? When we hit that place, we need someone who can open doors. If it comes to a scrap, Cameron's the handiest one to have around, and I'd like Macaulay along for the same reasons.
What about this parachute problem? I do read the reports you send me.
If it becomes necessary, I'll kick him out of the plane myself.
Now, who's your best WT operator?
Solange, I'd say, by a mile. She's also French, of course.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, sir.
And you're taking portage?
As a courier, yes, sir.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but my distinct impression was that she was under some suspicion.
Either she is completely innocent, or let us suppose that she is what we suspect. In which case, she hasn't been sitting around doing her knitting. Now, how much does she know? How much has she passed on already? I need to know that as soon as possible.
Well, with respect, sir, how the hell is sending her on this mission going to help us establish that, one way or another?
Well, if she's a plant, she'll be obliged to make every effort to contact her friends. Imagine yourself, catapulted into France at a time when the invasion is expected, to search out and steal some plans that are wanted urgently. And what would you do in her place? Well, you would have to make a break to try for contact.
Yes, and if she does that, she jeopardizes the entire sortie.
It's a justifiable risk, yes?
I disagree, sir. It is irresponsible.
And Major Gallagher is very well placed to finish her on the spot.
I agree with Colonel Gwilym. We need to know.
Good. I'll be in touch with their staff. I'll let you know as soon as possible. Now, nobody is to know about this operation until it is too late to pass it on.
Yes, sir.
And you keep an eye on that lady. If you'll excuse me, gentlemen.
Sir.
Well, I hope you realize that if this thing blows up, you will be charged with full responsibility.
And the Colonel?
The Colonel will suddenly be called to the Outer Hebrides to train dolphins. You are carrying the can, Hugh. Make no mistake about it.
Noticed? It's always us two who do this quiet study bit.
You mean it's always us two that are never quite up there with the others? You think it's just not us?
Oh, I don't know. I reckon I'm being out in front because I speak good French. And we're going to have 3 French people put in the team. That took the wind out of my sails a bit.
Well, I didn't know if I'd be up to any of it, but I wanted to have a go. I thought it'd be a bit glam, you know. But the others seem to do everything naturally.
No, there's more to it than that. Well, look at Shuka. He can only just cope. They need him because he is what he is. It's the same with Ibu. It doesn't seem to matter if they can't encode or run a 4-minute mile.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. The swats are at it.
It's all right for you.
All right for me? What do you mean, all right for me? I'm bored out of my mind. Oh, pure old drivel.
You're a phony, Ibu. You enjoy what we do.
Oh, really? Well, that's news to me. Can't stand any of this stupid nonsense. Thank you.
Major Gallagher is tied up for a couple of hours, so I'm standing in. These are copies of WT messages. They're in code and were sent by agents in the field. There could be some mistakes in the signal. Some in the original encoding, some in the sending, some in the taking down. It's up to you to sort it all out, but I expect a simple signal in the King's English in a clear, unmistakable hand by 1500. Get cracking.
Come in. Thank you, Sergeant. Chardonneret, briefly. I have to send a small team into France. I've chosen you to go in first and report back.
You intend to drop me into occupied France? On my own? I haven't even finished my training.
I know. I want you to go in tomorrow night.
What do you want me to do?
Come over here. You will be landed by Lysander into the Senlis area here. You'll be met by a man called de Grouchy. He's the head of the local resistance, and he'll give you all the help you need, short of getting his own people involved in direct action.
So.
The main unit will follow from here the next day. We need to know if there have been any important changes, if there are any troop movements, if there have been any changes to the curfew, anything that is new. Now, de Grouchy will help you with all of that. You may report back at any of your scheduled times, but report back only once. Otherwise, stay off the air. When you send, your identification and coded message. Nothing else, unless, of course, there is something that we need to know. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
You think you can cope? Any questions?
Not until my briefing. I don't think. I will be briefed.
Yes. Yes, you'll be briefed. As for any operation, kitting out will be 1,700 hours tomorrow. Documents and identity briefing, 2,200 this evening, this office. Clear?
Port and brandy, miss.
What a treat.
Always good for a headache, I think. Now, I said to myself, that Miss Chardonneret looks a mite under the weather. Time to make up a drop of Moffat's mixture.
Thank you, miss.
Hello, you missed the encoding. Are you all right? You look a bit pale.
It's nothing, Mel. Just a headache.
Why didn't you go upstairs and lie down? Much better for you, you know.
Miff's bought me a clandestine drink. I think he's lovely.
Well, he is. Brandy and,
You have it.
May I? Thank you. Wait for me.
May I make a suggestion?
Only if it's decent.
Try bringing the gun up first and then down.
Like this.
Yes.
That's much better, I think.
It is.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I thought we weren't supposed to discuss our private lives. Resting at the moment, between engagements.
You were engaged?
Yes, actually.
But not now?
No, we broke it off.
Why?
The usual reason, this war. We met at university. Very intelligent girl. Very committed politically.
Communist.
Yes, that way inclined.
Is that why you finished?
Oh, good Lord, no. No, she had a right to her opinions, even if I didn't happen to agree with them. But then, war broke out.
And?
Oh, she didn't agree with that either, especially to my being a part of it.
So she didn't think you had a right to your opinions, then?
Do they ever?
Were you in love with her?
Oh, yes.
Still?
She's married now.
You give me the bird, eh? No? ist das nun Sieg, wo ist der? Und Sieg. Und Sieg. Allah, nothing there. Well, it is not the local of and where's Miss Abaco? You need to. And what's this? And this? Tobacco, eh?
Rossignol.
All we know about her is in that file, and it is thin. I'm asking you to go to Paris and to try and fill in some of the gaps.
If I do?
You'll be leaving by Lysander tomorrow night. They'll put you down at Saint-Puy-sur-Oise. There's a train from Chantilly to Paris the following morning at 08:26. When you get to Paris, go to this address. See a man called Philippe Vernet. He's expecting you. Get him to check her out. Find out anything he can about her. Who she worked with, who she slept with, anything. I'm afraid you have less than a day to come up with the information. You'll rendezvous at de Grouchy's farm on the 20th at 09:30. Hours
Major.
30, I'll be there by then. I'm taking in a small team to do a burglary job. I take it you agree to go.
Do I really have a choice?
Well, let's say it saves us a lot of embarrassment that you've volunteered. The file's not to leave this room. Name?
Germaine Elmer, 26, unmarried.
What are you doing in Chantilly?
I have come to look for my cousin, Denise Guépin. She's all I have left. My family and my home have all gone in the British bombing.
Where was your home?
18 Rue Racine, Nantes.
I assume they checked out that address.
They assured me that they did, and the date that it was bombed. I have learnt it, Major. I know my cover.
Do you? Good. Now, there are 3 code words that I want you to memorize. May West, Grey Bull, Hayworth. May West means that the town hall is heavily guarded and impregnable to the sort of small squad that we will be sending in.
Sir.
Grey Bull means that it is lightly patrolled and within our capability.
Right.
Hayworth means that it is entirely unpatrolled.
May West, Grey Bull, Hayworth.
Correct.
Do I leave as planned?
Tomorrow night, as planned. I'm sending you in a lot earlier than I wanted. I'm afraid wars just don't wait. Now, let's go through it again and then buy you a drink.
Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're splitting into 2 groups for reasons which will become increasingly clear as we proceed. Rossignol, Choucard, Grieve, Messange remain seated for briefing by Major Gallagher. The rest of you come with me, if you please.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, sir.
Come on, hurry up. That's it, Miff, down there.
Right.
Thank you, Miff.
Pleasure.
Right, gather round. Right. Now, I want you four for a simulated attack on a small market town. In general terms, it's strictly a hit-and-run affair, and I shall be coming with you. We will be parachuted into a dropping zone 5 miles away from our objective, and at night. We will make our way across country. We will lie up during the following day. We will carry out the assault at night again, and we'll make our way back to the assembly point before dawn. Now, this is a layout of the town centre, and our objective will be breaking into this building here, the local town hall. Now, our best bet for easy access should be at the rear of the building. And it'll be your job, Shuka, to get us in.
Just like old times.
Let's hope you have more luck than you did with your last job.
What are we after in the town hall?
A set of plans.
Where are they kept?
We're told they're in the surveyors department, but we can't be sure of that. No, we have to rely on our people on the ground for that sort of information. The local resistance will be meeting us at the dropping zone.
More fancy dress?
No expense spared, Massange. You see, the purpose of this exercise is to test your ability to assimilate new information and to act on it with speed and efficiency, right?
Right, sir.
Right. Now, the plans themselves will almost certainly be under lock and key. Possibly in a safe, who knows? The important thing is that we let ourselves in and out without leaving any calling cards. Not a trace, right?
Whatever you say, Gov.
Sir.
Whatever you say, Gov, sir.
Will the town hall be guarded, sir?
No, that's one of the things we have to find out as we go. Right. Now, you familiarize yourselves with the layout of the town. You will not discuss this exercise with anyone outside of this room. And the others will have the same directive, so don't you go pumping them. I'd like to remind you that it's dark. So if we get separated, you won't have the chance to ask a policeman. They'll all be in bed. Get on with it. No visitors, Corporal.
Well, I suppose I should say I wish I were going with you, but I don't.
Glad you're not.
You'll be traveling together. Part of the way.
The usual, man. Oh, thanks very much. Have you seen Ferdy?
Probably trying to get an early night, I should think. He has an early start tomorrow. Appointment at Guy's.
Guys? Nothing's happened.
What? No. No, nothing at all. No, they just want to have another look at that leg before they discharge him, finally. Well, they shouldn't jump to conclusions, you know. Is he a particular chum of yours?
Well, yes, I suppose he is, really.
You lost Ferdy?
Yes, it rather looks that way.
Thank you, madam.
I do wish you'd told me he was going to Guy's.
I wanted to wash my hair. Do you have any shampoo I could use?
I've got some soap.
That would be fine, thank you. I tried to borrow something from Chardonneret, but she seems to have disappeared too.
Well, I hardly think they've gone off together.
No, I didn't mean that. It's just that, well, we've all worked so closely as a team, you know, and suddenly some of us are asked to do one thing and the others have...
Oh, come on, we've just been split up for an exercise. We'll probably end up fighting each other.
I suppose you're right. Would you like another drink?
No, thanks. I think I'll go and have a bath. I shan't forget your soap.
Cigarette? This is your first time, right? On an operation. Are you scared? Who isn't? Still, it would be nice to see France again, huh?
Yes, it will.
All right. That office says the weather's cleared over there. Good luck.
Aren't you going to kiss me goodbye?
Come on in, Jock. Buy me a jar.
I've got a better idea. Why don't we give those moths in your wallet a treat and let them out for a bit, huh? Mine's a whiskey, maybe a large one.
Well, mine's just a beer. What would you like, Rossignol?
Yeah.
Nothing, thank you.
Oh, you're getting off light. Cherish the moment.
Come on, wee man, I'll give you a hand with them. It's not often that I get the chance.
You great Scotch Burke. I've been keeping you in ointment ever since you latched on.
What? Those two should be on the stage.
Been much quieter since the parachuting. Why is that?
Life becoming real and earnest? How's that?
I wonder if it really is. I mean, there's something odd about this exercise. Why shouldn't we be able to talk to the others about it?
Search me, love. All part of the course.
I suppose you're right. Where are the others?
Miff, do you know?
I can't say that I do, sir, no.
Miff, I thought you knew everything.
Everything that I need to know, sir.
What the devil do you think you're playing at?
Sir?
Oh, don't play the innocent with me, Gallagher. I understood that you were sending in one WT operator in advance of this team. Now they tell me you sent someone else as well.
That is correct, sir. I sent Ferdy in with her.
Well, without informing me? Well, the fact is that the plan I submitted to the Joint Intelligence Committee has been amended without my consultation.
May I speak freely, sir?
Yes, you can get it off your chest.
With respect. You wished to sortie upon me and my team before I thought they were ready to cope with it. I went along with that and go along with it because I see the reasoning. Then you insist I take one member of personnel who is not above suspicion, whose loyalties are not wholly established. If you expect me to risk my people in this way, then you have to allow me to take any precautions I need to safeguard my squad.
Come to the point.
I sent Ferdy to Paris to sound out our contacts and find out anything he can about Miss Portals before I have to make an on-the-spot decision. Colonel, I may have to dispose of her over there. I think, sir, I have to be certain.
I think the Major acted prudently, sir. I support his decision.
Did you know about it?
Yes.
No, Colonel Squires was not aware that I did not have your permission, sir. He thought it was part of the plan. May I ask how you found out, sir?
You've got the nerve of the devil, Gallagher. But you take notice of this. I found out that there were two people in that Lysander when I tried to call this operation off.
Off?
Winston gave it his blessing. This kind of operation is extremely close to his heart. But everything goes through Supreme Allied Headquarters these days. They've got other things to think about. And they said no. Unfortunately, Tedder's memo came too late to cancel the Prime Minister's agreement.
If you'll excuse me, sir, I have a briefing to give.
Oh, don't be too hard on him, sir. He acted for the best. He's up to his neck in it.
I can't afford independent thinking, Tim. Not on my side of the business. It's too involved. It's too devious.
Well, we should be hearing from that girl in France soon. Would you care to join me?
Yes. Yes, certainly. Did you run that check on Lambert for me?
Yes. Completely clean. Genuine gold list.
Good. It was Mr. Gruchy's FTP. I think we might have to balance that out. Can't let the Reds have it all their own way, can we?
Oh.
All right, now you're making your way into town from the west. How many roads left and right before you reach the square in which the target is situated, Grieve?
4, sir.
Describe the main features of that square, Shuka.
Theatre on the right as you approach. City walls to the left. Target on the corner opposite. Trees in the square itself.
Anything else?
No, sir.
What seems to be the best route from the square to the rear of the town hall, Rossignol?
Down the road by the side of the theatre, and then turn first left.
What's at the rear of the town hall, Grieve?
Just that same road, sir. It carries on right past the back of the building.
And leads to, Message?
The main street of the town running north-south.
All right, turn around, have a look. Well done. Now, anyone know what that is?
I do.
Anyone else?
I can hazard a guess.
Suicide pill.
I'm going to give you one of these for the exercise. Break it in your mouth. You've got 10 seconds to live.
Oh, charming, that is.
Do they come in assorted flavours, Major?
You decide on your own place to keep it. Most people tape it under their arm, somewhere on their body, not in your clothes. If they capture you and find one on you, they will certainly torture you, because the very fact that you have one is a giveaway. So, use it.
What I wouldn't give for one of those pills.
What for?
The mother-in-law, man. Who else?
Suicide pills. On an exercise. Don't you find it peculiar?
Not really. They try and make it just like the real thing. Seems sensible to me.
And the pills?
Probably just peppermints.
Splendid.
Sergeant, will you find Major Gallagher for me? Tell him I expect him in my office almost immediately.
That was Chardonneret sending, wasn't it, sir? I know her touch.
Yes.
She's in France.
Yes. I must ask you not to divulge that to anyone.
Wouldn't it have been better to use one of the regular operators?
We had to be sure that it was our girl sending, so it had to be somebody who knew her touch.
Excuse me, sir. We seem to have our wires crossed over
Not
the
now,
next 2
Sergeant
days.
Major.
Close your mouth, Sergeant Major. You'll catch your death of cold like that, you will.
Miff, just what the hell is going on? I can't find any of my lot. It's not good enough. The Colonel likes things smooth as clockwork. It's pandemonium. Where is everybody?
It's no good asking me, Sergeant Major. It don't come under my aegis.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can assure you of the man's reliability. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I have approval from Chafe. It's on for tonight. Go as planned.
Anything you want me to do while you're away?
Yes, sir. Keep the others at it.
What about Ferdy?
No official. Justified on political grounds. It's a much safer bet than mere military expediency.
Right. Let me have your attention. Up to now, you've been led to believe that this was an exercise. It isn't. That was a deception for the purposes of security. Tonight, you will be dropping into France, to a location identical in every detail to the one that you've been working on. Everything you've been told is correct. The rendezvous, the German troop presence in the town, the target. We can't afford any of us to be taken alive. You know your answer. If you're taken, use it.